I'm Laura. For today's video, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to make sure that your hair color can last for you. Now, they're just my tips. You know, you can take them or leave them. That's okay. But I have bright pink hair and it always lasts for me and looks awesome for, as long as I choose before I decide to color it again. And I know what I'm talking about because I've been doing hair for like 7 years and this is how you keep it. So here's your first tip on keeping your color. Don't wash your hair so often. If you say wash your hair every single day, or you're coloring your hair every day, and after 20 days of washing your hair, it doesn't really look that good. That sucks because you're like, oh my gosh, I colored my hair, I spent all this money, hasn't even been 3 weeks, and my hair color is all faded out. And that sucks because then you feel like you have to go in and get it done again. Well, say instead of washing your hair every day, you stretch it to every 3 days. Oh my gosh, now all of a sudden your hair color is going to last you 60 days, which is 2 months, instead of 20 days. How amazing is that? Some of you are probably saying in your heads, but Laura, my hair's so greasy, I have to wash it every day. Well, figure it out. There are lots of shampoos you can buy to make your hair not so greasy. And the problem is, if you wash your hair every day, you get yourself in this cycle where you're washing away the oils that your hair naturally wants to have on your head. And so it produces them faster and faster and faster, so then you almost have to wash your hair every day. So it's not easy to get in a routine of not washing your hair every day when you have. I used to do it, now I don't. Now I wash my hair like twice a week, maybe, sometimes less. And my hair doesn't really get greasy. Like, see my hair right now? It looks fine. I'm totally gonna leave it like this for a little bit longer, and I think it's been like 2-3 days. I'm gonna leave it longer. So what you can do, tip, because your bangs are always the things that end up looking the worst. Like my bangs, after 2 days, they look nasty and I don't wanna wear them down anymore. So I'll clip them up like this. I just flat iron them, put them in a little roll, easy. Sometimes I'll put them in a clip, put them in a braid, and then you have your look last so much longer because the rest of your hair doesn't really get as bad. But it's like, you touch things so your hands get all greasy and dirty and you're flinging your bangs around and all of a sudden they're dirty. Well, clip them back. Find a way. Not washing your hair so much, and that includes not getting it wet. Put it up, have a shower, and only wash from here down and scrub your face. It'll keep your hair so much better. Seriously, stop washing your hair so much. Number 2, the second tip is buy yourself some nice shampoo. If you're going out to a hair salon and you're spending, $100, $200 on getting your hair done, why are you going to spend $4 on shampoo? Does that not make 0 cents at all? Really? Now I know that salon brand stuff is expensive, $30, $35, but it's totally worth it because if you're getting really nice shampoo, instead of using a whole handful of shampoo, you should not have to do that. Same with conditioner. You need a tiny little bit, and you know what? Professional stuff, you use a little bit. Go into a hair salon, ask them what they need or what they have and what's going to be best for your hair. And you need to buy this in a salon too. They all say professional stuff guaranteed only when sold in salon, and that's because these big box stores or drug stores can bring stuff in, put like dish soap or something in it, and then sell it to you for the same price, and you're not getting the right stuff. I know I've had clients who've bought them from different stores and noticed a difference when they're buying them in a salon. Plus, you might as well just go with it since the brand is selling it to them. So buy yourself some nice shampoo. You only use a little bit, it lasts so much longer. I just had a bottle, I'm not kidding, this big, like a little travel bottle, lasts me for 4 months because I don't really wash my hair that often and because I only had to use a tiny little bit. And now if you're not washing your hair that often, you do have to most of the time I have to wash my hair twice, but same thing, you're just using a little bit, so it's okay. And when you're buying good quality stuff as well, your hair doesn't feel like straw after you shampoo it and it's like, oh my gosh, give me all the conditioner I can use. It's gonna be good for you. So there you go. Don't wash your hair so much and buy nice stuff. Third tip for you is if you're coloring your hair, get somebody who knows what they're doing to do it. Like, it's all good, you don't have very much money and you're gonna go out and you do it yourself. Half the time it screws up, but there's a way to over process your hair by doing it yourself and by not having somebody good do it. You know, you don't just have to be a blonde to have sizzly fried hair. You can have dark colors too. Like, you know, if you just say you dye your hair brown and you're like, well, I'm not going to go to a salon because I'm just dyeing it brown. But you know, sometimes you dye it and your roots are one color brown and then your ends are darker and it's like you keep getting darker and darker. That's because you're over processing. You're not putting the right thing on your hair. You're continually opening up your cuticle, putting more color in there. It's sitting on top of each other, darker, darker, darker. No good. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta go to someone who knows what they're doing, or else you shouldn't really be coloring it. Or do a lot of research, figure it out, ask somebody. You know, I know not everybody has the money to do it, and so, you know, buying a box is the easiest option, but you have to know what you're doing. It's not just as easy as just picking a color and putting it on your head. There's science to it. That's why me and the other professionals out there go to school and we work really hard learning what we're doing, because it's hard work. So those are my tips for you. Like I said at the start, take them or leave them, but they've always worked for me and they always work for everybody I know, and that's the way you're going to get your colors holding the best. So like my video, subscribe to my channel, do what you gotta do, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!